Hi, I'm not bored, never late, very organized and totally prepared for the stream, Heart of Unicornia. What's rule 3? I don't know. Oh, it really doesn't have a third one. I had no idea that there weren't actually that number of rules. I guess I probably removed it at one point and then just forgot about it and didn't change the other numbers. So anyways, rule 3 doesn't exist, apparently. Can you hear the fan? Because I'm not turning it off. The microphone thing says that you can't hear anything when I'm not talking, but what does it sound like when I'm talking and the fan is on? Also, I'm going to hopefully put on the background music. Hopefully that's the background music and it actually worked. I hear no fan. Really? Does that mean that somehow the microphone and the thing I'm using for the stream are actually getting rid of the sound of the fan? Because it's really loud. If I was talking to someone right now and they were in the same room as me, it would be really annoying that the fan was so loud because of how close it is. Oh, by the way, the other VTuber looks a bit different. Other VTuber, you should probably come back. I can't just say that and then have you disappear. So now we don't look too similar because we have different eyes. We still have the same mouth. And we're still both wearing purple. Now I can't see comments. I'm gonna open the YouTube thing to look at comments, hopefully. Yeah. No, it's not showing me comments. What? That's weird. Okay, so apparently YouTube is broken because it won't show me the comments there. It says nobody has said anything yet. What am I even supposed to do about that? I guess I'm gonna watch my own stream just so I can see what people are saying. What? Okay, how is someone commenting who doesn't exist? Because the person who's been commenting, according to YouTube, isn't real. Who are you? And how did you do that? How are you commenting on my stream when YouTube thinks you don't even exist? Because anywhere on YouTube, all of your comments aren't there. How did this even happen? Are you even real? I'm gonna try reloading the stream and hopefully... Nope, still no comments. It's just me and the other person who's commenting. How is that possible? Do you not exist? Who? You! Your comments are not on YouTube, only in the stream. But I'm only streaming on YouTube, so how are you commenting? Where are your comments coming from? I'm gonna try looking at the stream one more time, because this is kind of weird. And yeah, on YouTube there are no comments. Except for the other person. Maybe I did something so I can only see certain people? No. I didn't. What is happening to YouTube? Well, anyways. Today Camille came upstairs. And I realized that she didn't have any water upstairs because she never comes upstairs anymore, so I filled up the thing that usually has water in it for her, and then she kind of looked at it and did something that made it seem like she wanted it. And then She didn't go over to it, but she kept looking at it. So then I brought it over to her and she drank a lot of water, so I'm not sure why she didn't walk over to it. But anyways, it kind of feels like the middle of summer, but I don't even know if it's summer yet. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know when summer actually starts, but it feels like summer, so it is. I am kind of worried about Camille, because I don't feel very good, so I'm not sure how Camille feels right now. But then she's probably fine. She's never had problems with the house being too warm before. But anyways, she drank a lot of water. And then my mom came upstairs and Camille ran away because a different person was here to fix something. And everyone knows cats do not like when random people are close to them. So when the random person came into Camille's house, because she probably thinks of it that way, she was hiding. And every time that happens, for a few days after, she kind of hides a little bit more often when she hears people, even if she knows them. I'm gonna see if the YouTube thing is still being weird. It is still being weird. How? How does it do that? Did I block you? I don't think I did that, and if that happened, the comments wouldn't be in my stream either. Oh, there's another comment from someone, and that one's on YouTube. That comment is there, so then why? Why does one person have no comments showing up on YouTube, but in my stream, even though I'm only streaming on YouTube? This is really weird. How does that even happen? Are you watching the stream on YouTube? Am I accidentally streaming on something else, but then there's the YouTube thing beside the name? Am I just imagining that someone's commenting things? Maybe they don't exist? Yeah, maybe I'm just imagining that they're commenting and they're not real. But actually, how is that even possible? What is YouTube doing? Why is an entire person just not there? Every comment from everyone else is showing up. But then one person is just not there. But only on YouTube, because the comments are in the stream, and I do not know how. Oh, also, I was supposed to be doing a different stream. What was I gonna say? Oh, right, I was going to do a different stream, but I decided I don't want to do it this week, so it's next week. I hope I closed the windows. It would be really weird if someone could hear me talking from outside. I hate that when the windows are open, people can hear me, because there are always people outside. So I know that if I open the window, they can hear me as much as I can hear them. And that's weird. But then also I still leave the window open because I don't feel like closing it. And then there's just random people who can hear me. I'm gonna see if Google knows what's happening with the YouTube thing. Why is YouTube hiding comments from one person, but they're still in my stream? Google AI, which I hate, says YouTube hides comments from a specific user, but lets the commenter still see them. That is not what I was asking. I wasn't asking anything related to that. Wait, I think I found something. Oh, apparently there are two different settings for watching streams and seeing the comments, and Maybe I just used the wrong one somehow. Although I don't remember changing it, so... That's so weird. There's a thing with a crown, and I clicked that, and now the person who is invisible is there. But there's no comments. But it says they're the person who commented the most. And they are actually in the comments in the stream. Anyways, I'm gonna stop thinking about that. It's probably just something I did. Anyways, the other Vtuber. So that is not the new Vtuber model, that's just kind of like the one I had. Wow, that is such a good description. That's just kind of like the one I had. Everyone totally knows what that means. So, I had a Vtuber model like that one before I had this one. It was a temporary one to use before this one. Obviously. So yeah, the other Vtuber has one too. So now we both have one, and the real Vtuber model will be used soon, hopefully. I'm tired. Oh, I also have a bowl of really cold water for no reason, because I heard somewhere that if you put ice in a bowl in front of a fan, it'll make the air cold. So I tried that, but I only used 4 ice cubes, and I think that's not enough because it didn't work. So now I just have a bowl of cold water because they melted. Yeah, it's still really cold. Anyways, I put my hand in it earlier, and then my hand started to hurt, but I didn't feel cold at all except for my hand. That is so unfair that only my hand could feel cold while the rest of my body still felt like it was melting. Just put it inside the fan? I don't think that's a good idea. Oh, also, the fan that I have is actually... Well, it's not the fan that I have, it's the fan that I'm using. But the fan that I'm using is actually kind of annoying because it's one of the ones that has 3. So there's one on top, and then one in the middle, and one on the bottom. And the one in the middle doesn't even turn on anymore. And the one on the bottom sometimes makes a really annoying noise. And also, why can't it be winter? I mean, when it's winter, I say, why can't it be summer? It's so cold. But now, it's not winter anymore, so I want it to be cold. Pour the cold water over your setup. Do you want me to break the computer? Do you know how expensive computers are? That would be such a horrible idea. If I was really rich, I might actually do that. I wouldn't. Even if I was really rich, I wouldn't want to waste money. $1? No! If a computer was $1, I would have another one upstairs that's just mine. Actually, no, because I got rid of my desk. I had a desk, and for a long time I wanted there to be a computer there, because I only have a laptop upstairs. So, I was really hoping I'd eventually someday get one, and then one day I decided I want a couch in my bedroom for absolutely no reason, so I got one and I got rid of my desk. So now Freya has it, and I will not get a computer. But there's one downstairs, which I'm using right now, so it really doesn't matter. I'll give you $1 if you punch your computer and break the monitor. No! It's not even mine! That would be really bad. I would definitely have to pay for it. $2 is still not enough. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I've decided that the VTuber who does streams with me, who still doesn't have a name for some reason, is going to be able to say stuff in streams and will actually talk, but not actually talking. So the sign language thing idea, I've decided what I really want to do is like a speech bubble with words in it. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. I don't know sign language, so that's, I think, what I'm going to do. Now I just have to find a list of words. I need to think of everything that they might want to say. That's gonna take forever. But at least I have a lot of time. Oh, also, I need a job because I need money. Because I've realized doing things is expensive. Like, even art stuff, the things I want to make. Half of them have wigs because I make things like the masks and Lizzie. And those wigs are actually pretty good, which means, of course, they're not extremely cheap. They're about $20 each, and sometimes I need two. And $40 is a lot for someone who doesn't have any money at all and doesn't have a job and still lives with their parents and didn't even finish high school. Can you add these eyes to the other VTuber? Maybe. If I do this, you can't really see what I'm doing. Only the head behind the mask moves. Anyways. What was I about to say? I always get distracted by comments because the thing moves and then I look at it and then I forget what I was going to talk about. Yeah, I have no idea what I was about to talk about. Why am I so bad at remembering what I was about to say? Oh, I have an idea for a video for Camille the cat. So, she's a VTuber, but she's actually a real cat. So I was thinking, what if I make a video where Camille talks about something? You're going to talk about paying me? No. How would I do that? I don't even have money. Oh, wait, the songs. So the songs from the birthday concert stream are supposed to be on Spotify. I didn't forget about that because today I remembered. So that doesn't count as forgetting because I eventually remembered. So I will be doing that eventually. I don't know how to make them all the right volume without downloading them all onto the computer, making them into videos, and then doing a thing to make them not videos after. Because the video editing thing that I have is useful because you can see numbers for the volume and stuff, so you can make sure they're all the same. But then, if I do that, it's a video, and to put a song on Spotify, it has to be not a video. Remembering implies you forgot. No, it doesn't. I remembered because I never forgot. Why are you doing that? It's gonna be so weird when the other VTuber can actually say stuff. Although, they can only hear what I'm saying through the stream, so I'm probably gonna have to call them when I do streams so that they know what I'm actually saying when it happens, so they're not 5 minutes late with everything they do. But that couldn't be too difficult. Well, it could be, but it won't be. Oh, also, I was thinking about making a new VTuber model for myself, and then I remembered, I hate drawing. So no, I won't be doing that. Probably. I'll think about it, though. I'm really not sure what I want to do, because I wanted to make summer VTuber models, so like, wearing clothes that would be better for the summer, because if you look at what I'm wearing, which I'm going to show you because you can't really see all of it, you definitely can't see that. Wait. I am very bad at this. I need to be shorter. Okay, now you can see me. So, this looks like it would be okay for the summer, but also, no, it really wouldn't be, because there's too many layers of things. So I was thinking I could have a summer outfit too. Oh, and then there's also this one. Really bad for the summer. Never wear something like this in the summer unless you live somewhere really cold. Like, somewhere where it's never warm, ever. But anyways, if I had a summer outfit, That would be good, because then I have different options for different things I'm doing, and what are you doing, other VTuber? Well, I'm gonna go back to how I was before, if I can remember how to do that, because I can't see exactly what you're seeing while I'm moving the VTuber model, so it's a bit difficult. That's close enough. Anyways, what was I gonna talk about? The summer outfit. And I was thinking there could be a theme for everyone in Unicornia with summer outfits and stuff. But then I thought, that sounds like a lot of work. And then I thought, I hate drawing. I don't want to do that. And then I thought, I wish someone else would do it for me. And then I thought, that sounds too much like people who use AI, and I do not wish to use AI, so I'm just going to not do it. And then I thought, I wish I had a lot of money so I could pay someone to do it for me. And then I thought, no, actually, I don't want someone to do it for me because I don't like using things I didn't make. It's difficult to decide what I want to do, because I really don't like using stuff that isn't mine. Like, I wouldn't want to use a VTuber model that someone else made, which is one of the reasons I stopped using the very first thing I had. Or I guess it was the third, technically, because there were two that I drew really badly before that one. But I feel like it would be so much easier if I could pay someone to do stuff. But then even if I had enough money to do that without losing a significant amount of the money I have and having to wait a really long time to get that much, even if I could do it, I still wouldn't really want to use stuff I didn't make. I think I'm not drinking enough water, because I filled it up this morning, the cup that I'm drinking out of, and it's still not empty. It's not like a small cup, but I feel like it should be empty by now. Anyways, I almost quit being a VTuber. Again. I really need to stop doing that. Oh, I'm also working on a slideshow with the Unicornia VTuber lore. All of it. Everything. Even stuff I'm not putting in the books I'm writing, maybe. I'm not sure about that yet. I finished about a third of it. So once I do that, I'm going to do a very important stream where I talk about that, and then, if people like it, I might try to write the books, even though I hate writing so much. It's the worst thing I've ever done, but I can do it, and I like having stuff I wrote. I just don't like writing it. It's so boring. Like the sentence, I am bored. You could think that way faster than typing that, so by the time you finish typing it, you already have the next 5 sentences. And then, once you have the full book finished, you still have to type the first page. And then, you realize you forgot the boring stuff. Like, when someone's talking to their friend while they're waiting for something, and everything in between all the really important stuff. I hate it. But I also like it. Maybe I should have just done math stuff. I should have finished high school and then gone to university and then... I used to think I'd be a scientist when I was a child, but I could never imagine what that would be like. And then in high school, I thought, if I don't go to university, I'll probably die. Which is obviously not true. I'm not dead. Heart doesn't need AI because Heart consumes 100 gallons of water every hour. Not even close. If I did, that would probably be really bad. How much water can a person drink? Like, not before it's unhealthy, but like, how much water can a person drink before their body will not have any more water in it? Like, how much before it's actually impossible? I don't want to find out, obviously, because that sounds dangerous, but I'm kind of curious now. 18 glasses before dying? Oh, that's actually... I can't figure out if that's a lot or not, because that sounds like not a lot, because it's just, like, a normal amount of water 18 times. But then also, that sounds like a lot, because I'm sure that would be a lot of water if you pour it all into something together. Now I want to know how much water that would be if I pour it all into something. I wonder how much space it takes up compared to a person. Why am I even thinking about it? Oh, also, one day I was thinking, you're not supposed to be able to fold a piece of paper more than a certain number of times. And I can't, I definitely can't, I've tried. It's actually really difficult to even get it to that number of times. Like, it starts to not feel like folding paper anymore. But it's the lack of air that would kill you, not the water? Then how much water would you actually have to drink? Anyways, the paper thing. I was thinking, what if the paper is wet? Because wet paper is different. Would you be able to fold it more? Because I feel like it's softer, so it would make sense. I think I might try that because I want to see if it would work. However, that would also be kind of a useless thing to do. Paper can explode? Oh, I saw a video once a long time ago when I was a child where someone used paper to cut things. Like, they glued a lot of it together to make a sharp thing, and then they cut stuff with it. Paper's really weird. Oh, I've almost been streaming for 30 minutes. I think I have to stop soon. Because usually people come back close to now. Like maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10. But I wouldn't want them to be back in 5 minutes if I'm trying to stream for 10, so... It's been a while since I've got a paper cut now that I think about it. Well, I got one in the most random place ever. There's something that looks exactly like a paper cut just in the middle of my wrist for no reason. And I noticed it kind of hurt. Then I looked, and there was a paper cut. But then why? Because I definitely didn't put paper there. It's mostly gone now, though. Oh, it's 4:30. Well, actually, that depends on your time zone. It's 4:30 here. It would be so weird if the time was the same everywhere in the world and some people just were sleeping in the middle of the day because everyone in the world decided that the middle of the day is the same time. But time zones are also confusing. I wonder what it would be like if people didn't even know what time it was and just did things like, when you wake up in the morning, do these things, and then when the sun sets, do these other things, instead of at 4 o'clock you should do this thing, and wake up at 9:30 in the morning. That's close to when I wake up, I think. Oh, I forgot to end the stream. Okay. Here is the thing for the end of the stream. Thanks for watching. I'm Heart of Unicornia. No, that's wrong. I'm not bored, never late, and I can't say totally prepared for the stream because it's over. What could I do for the end? I'm not bored, never late, very organized, and not tired. Heart of Unicornia, and thanks for watching my stream. I will see you next week, if I don't disappear for a few weeks again. I think I saw a comment. I want to see what it was. Nope, the VTuber is in the way. I guess I'm not going to see the comment then.